And welcome back. Well, women know that men can be a little stubborn when it comes to taking care of their health, but combine that with problems that can be a little embarrassing, and it can really have a negative effect on the quality of their life.
And joining us now are two doctors from the NuMale Medical Center to discuss men's wellness and sexual health. We have Dr. Christopher Asandra and Dr. Carlos Feliciano. That's how you say your last name. It's nice to have you guys on the show.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
We started a very frank conversation during the commercial break, and I appreciate that about you guys, because we're starting with the topic of erectile dysfunction, how it impacts men and probably their partners, and then how you can treat it. Because everybody's going to say, well, you take Viagra. But that's not the only option, right?
That is correct. You know, everyone knows the little blue pill, but in reality, it doesn't always work. At NuMale Medical Center, we deal with a lot of men that have tried this as an option, and using our medication works much better.
Is the reason for, and how do you define erectile dysfunction?
Anyone who's having issues with sexual performance is how we define it.
Is it over a certain amount of time?
No, it's not over a certain amount of time. It's more, like I said, performance, being able to get an erection, things like that. And there's a lot of factors that go into it. But
and when men talk to you about this and you start the conversation, is the reason often medical? Because people also wonder if some of it is psychological or related to something that has to do with mental health, even.
Sure, no, there's a lot of issues that are involved. Medical is a big one, and then there are things like the psychological effects, and then things like medications that people are on that can affect erectile dysfunction.
Okay. I can imagine it takes a lot of confidence to come to the doctor and talk about these issues as a man, because nobody wants to think that you're having trouble performing, and so it's something that, you know, that first step takes a lot of confidence to be able to have that conversation. What are some of the benefits of your treatment versus something like Viagra?
The benefits of our treatment, it's localized. It's to the penis, and therefore it doesn't go throughout the body.
So you're not taking a pill?
You're not taking a pill. It's a micro application of a medication to the base of the penis, and that induces an erection.
So is it something that you see or you don't see? It's an actual treatment? Do you have to leave it on? Is it
yes, it's a treatment. It's a medication that goes, like I said, into the penis, and it's FDA approved, and it's 98% effective. And unlike the little blue pill or Viagra or any of those medications, this is something that works right away. So you'll see results in minutes. So when people come to our clinic, they see results within minutes, and we guarantee that.
Okay. What about low testosterone? How does a man know if that's a problem for him, and how do you treat it?
Well, it's one of those things I think you have to look at, that as we age, men start to decline in their testosterone levels over time. At the age of 30, about 1% a year. And, you know, they don't really, it's such a gradual thing. A lot of men don't realize that they're experiencing that, but if they're, you know, they have loss of energy, brain fog, loss of libido, decreased muscle mass, increased fat stores around the midsection, those are signs of low testosterone, and it should be treated. Our goal at NuMale is not to, you know, give too much where they look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Okay, we're just getting them to the optimal levels of about a 30-year-old. So they feel young again, they feel energetic, the libido comes back, and everything else.
What's the safety level of it? Because people say, you know, oh, well, like you said, I don't want to have too much. Is it just natural that you decline over the years?
Right.
How safe is it?
The human body in males is like a factory. It's going to turn itself off, and as you decline over time, it shuts down, and every year it becomes less and less and less. Your body's, you can do certain things like eat healthier and exercise to maybe raise it up a little bit, but you'll never be at the levels you were when you were 30 years old and how you felt when you were younger.
What about your neoGraft hair transplant system? How is it different than other types of hair transplants that we're aware of or have seen advertised?
The neoGraft, we're actually the first ones in Wisconsin to offer this type of new technology for hair transplant. Unlike the other traditional methods where they cut a strip in the back of the head and actually, you know, take a chunk of your scalp and dissect it, the neoGraft system doesn't do that. It's able to extract each piece of hair throughout the back of the head, and so there's no scarring afterwards. The recovery time's quicker, and you know, men are more satisfied with the placement.
And
so.
is it long lasting?
Absolutely, it's permanent hair transplant here, and Again, no scarring at all that you see sometimes in the, with the traditional method on the back of the scalp.
And does that take several treatments to achieve the looks of the pictures that we were
Actually,
seeing?
that picture is actually one treatment.
Oh,
We can
wow.
do up to 2,000 grafts a day, which is even more than traditional methods. It's a way that we can, it's very efficient, the machine we
That's
have.
amazing.
Yeah.
There's also a treatment that you have, which is a non-surgical penile enhancement. And I asked you this during the commercial break. Why does someone have an enhancement?
Well, like many of us and women getting breast augmentation, men sometimes want a larger penis, or they want enhancement as well. And
Is it cosmetic, or are there other reasons to do it?
it's actually both. It's cosmetic, and actually helps with erectile dysfunction.
Okay.
So what do you do? It's a shot that you have.
It's essentially you're taking your own blood. We take the person's own blood. We spin that down, and then we get the clear part, which has the platelets. We activate that. Then we do a series of injections into the penis. And then what happens is over time it causes kind of like this rejuvenation in the penis, which in turn causes increased length and girth. So
is it long lasting as well?
yeah, it is pretty long lasting. You can get like a year or so out of it, and when done appropriately.
And it's
Wow.
safe
And it's
too.
very
Absolutely
safe,
safe.
Okay.
and non-surgical. So this is something we do in the office. There's no real recovery time. It's just that day, and then you're pretty much back at it.
It's
All right,
fantastic.
guys. Here's some information for you. Some specials going on at NuMale Medical Center. Right now, it's $99 office visit special for ED and low testosterone. There's also a $5 neoGraft special for the first 10 customers. Did I say that right?
Well, it's $5 per graft.
$5 per graft.
Correct.
What's it normally? Do you know?
It's usually probably around $7 or $8 for
Wow.
it, but we're actually offering a huge discount, especially considering there's thousands of transplants and
Absolutely.
grafts you might need. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you saw those before and after pictures. It's fantastic. Here's how you can contact the NuMale Medical Center. The phone number on your screen is 414-727-8787, and they're located on North Mayfair Road in Wauwatosa. You can also visit them online at newmalemedical.com for more information. Thanks, gentlemen.
thank you for having us.
Thank you for having
Nice
us.
to have you guys.
Great combo.
Thanks.